Alright, Jade Corruption, here we go. Whee! Both contestants have not. There we go. They have successfully logged in. We have Komi. We have Swamp. Levels up all three abilities. Komi hasn't leveled up his ability. Levels up all three. Okay. There are strategies to level up your wave clear first, and then go ahead and do other things. Goes for the Aegis, goes for Vampiric Shroud, goes for a Lost Artifact. That Aegis will save him, but he's got to be careful of Yu Huang. Yu Huang can quickly do an ult. Goes for a Conduit Gem. We know that he is now prioritizing wave clear. Scouting around. Horn Shard online, Horn Shard online. No Vibrant Shard. Very interesting. Vibrant Shard does a lot of damage. And all you have to do to get that damage is just by walking for, like, I think just 10 steps. Both players starting at speed. Yu Huang players gotta be very wary of their passive. Your passive is what makes their dragon and their one enhanced. For Ra, you want your passive to be built up on your spamming of abilities. So I'm assuming he's going to go for a Chronos Pendant or do more of a first item to have that spam ability and to always have movement speed online. He will be hard to catch, but Yu Huang is one of the perfect gods to catch him. Gains movement speed by going into the wave. Misses the 2, misses the 1. Laughs it off as a little joke. Waves back. Waves back. Alright folks, we're in it. This is the first match. No Diamond Bay, you actually missed. You missed the Kasha versus Lil Boss match. Now has ult. Misses ult, but you have to shoot that out. Leveling up to 2. Goes in aggressive with the 1. Misses with the 1. Ra now has ult advantage here. Confirms with the 1. Hits him with a Solar Blessing. Tries to ult, but misses the ult. Lands with the 1. The 1 does a lot of damage. Like, the 2 is a nice ability to level up, but the 1 does massive amounts of damage, and it does burn damage. The 1's good for prioritizing setup more than anything. Charging up to 1. Confirms the 1 onto Komi. Now goes to do red. Sets up an ambush. Confirms the 1. Confirms the 2. Needs to land a few autos. Aegises. Solar Blessing confirms a kill. Swamp. 1-0. Komi now goes into a tier 2. Most likely going to be a Divine. Trying to get that scepter. Komi doing his roundabout of camps. Confirms the speed. Swamp will potentially have a Doom Orb or a Chronos Pendant. Oh, he has enough for either one. Purple camp is still up. Blue buff camp is up. Swamp has the neutral red camp. And he takes it too. Now it's 3,000. Can get a Charon's coin now going to. So he's going for a lot of movement speed. 20% penetration online. It gives him some sustain passively. Buff still up. Wait, actually, let's confirm. Purple buff is up. Being confirmed by Swamp. Charging up the 2. Big item lead. Hits the 1. Baits out the 3. Misses the 1. Misses the ult. Ult difference now. If he can confirm that 2. Oh. Oh! Swamp with a second kill. Swamp now has 1 stack on his coin. What stack will that be? Apparently we won't know because we can't see it. That's too bad. Is it a coin that gives movement speed? Is it a coin that gives HP 5? We will never know. Komi making a return. There's that his wave. Tower at half health. Swamp prioritizing Scepter. But we now have Spirit Deso. Going into a tier 2 Chronos or a Rod of Two Beauties. Staring at each other down. Charging up the 2. Solar Blessing lands. Gets rooted. Gets comboed. Doesn't do too much because of Solar Blessing. Let's see what he's prioritizing. Prioritizing Solar Blessing now. Solar Blessing grants him protections and healing. Komi, leveling up the 2 and the 1 combo. As he should. Komi go in. Komi tries to do some confirm, but is not successful at it. Going around the corner. 2-level lead. He's trying to protect his movement. Lands a 1. Goes up into the sky. Confirms with the dash. Aegis is the ult. That would have killed. Misses the ult, but he forces an Aegis. Very close. Very close. The 1. Charging up the 2. Confirms the brutes. Does some poke to the archers. Charging up the 2. Ra has ult in a few minutes. 25 seconds to be exact. 44 seconds for Komi's ult. Prioritizing Scepter. Hits him with a corner. He's establishing pressure. The root confirms, but it just wasn't enough. The trade goes in favor of Swamp. But Yu Huang is not known for his early game. You have to be careful. Yu Huang is known for his late game damage. Yu Huang can easily insta-kill an enemy god by just 2-ing and ulting them. Give him the right build. And what do you know? He's going for the right build. Now he's going for a Gem of Fate, going into a Mirrodin. Now it's Chronos Pendant online and Spirit of Desolation. Komi now has 40% max cooldown. Golden Hand currently is 5,000. He's going to back and confirm a 2 tier 3 items. Doom Orb now online. Grants more movement speed. Spirit of Desolation online. Now grants some cooldown and flat penetration. Cooldown versus power. Now has a tier 1 magic focus. Gold is in favor by 2k. Confirms the Scepter. Amp spawns. Confirms red. Jukes out the 1. Solar Blessing used, but Solar Blessing misses. Confirms the 1. Confirms the 2. A lot of damage. A lot of damage. That damage is just going to get even bigger. Misses the 2. Misses the ult. Has Blink available. A Blink Yu Huang. That could catch up. Confirms Confirms the small camps. It's a 2-ish level lead in favor of... no, it got shortened down to just a 1 level lead, actually. Oh, pressuring. He knows that he has some abilities down. Beats the... oh, uses Aegis on accident. Both relics down for Swamp. Aegis and Blink still available for Komi. Now has a relic lead. Komi backs successfully. Swamp looking for a purple. Can't find a purple, so he backs. Confirms Mirrodin. This is when Yuhuan becomes terrifying. Once you ult, even if you miss, your 2-in-1 gets super enhanced. And if the ult lands, it's dead rights. Providing pressure. Misses the 2-in-1 combo. Divine online. Gets hit by the 2. Misses the ult. Confirms the kill. Law move and speed on this Ra. You can't outrun him. Now providing pressure to the Phoenix. Clears the wave. Provides a solar blessing to his minions. Doesn't have enough damage. You need a few waves into that Phoenix to be able to do anything. And Bull Demon King is way too hard for these gods too to solo out. Komi, respawn, doing his little dance. Komi still only has a spell book. Golden Hand by 1400. Can buy a tier 2 item. He's ahead by a tier 3 and a tier 1. But since he's almost full build, that's it for him. If Komi wants to, he can just play for the... oh, mistimes that dash. Still not enough to clear the Phoenix, though. Still not enough. That's why Polly will be very good. Confirms the purple. Buys a tier 2 spellbook. Has 2500 golden hand. Can buy himself a tier 3 item, depending on the item. Could be Tahuti. No, Tahuti's actually 2900. So if he's going for Tahuti, it's going to be a magic focus, but he bought a sacrificial shroud. Abilities now do 15% more damage. This is big. And Phoenix will do less damage to him because of those protections. And for Ra, while it uses up health to sacrifice improved damage, you do gain a lot of damage. And plus with Solar Blessing, confirms the 2-in-1 combo. Misses the ult. Confirms the 1. Aegis is it. Komi with a blink. Ult confirms the kill. And that's what Sacrificial Shroud does. Sacrificial Shroud does things like that. Where, oh shit. Raw ult doing 1100? Nah, now it does more. Phoenix still alive. Minion wave have been pushed up. He could take some hits, but is choosing not to. Goes back to the farm. Komi, now with a poly. His combo is now much more deadlier than what it once was. Komi's been very, like, if he can land these ult combos, it can do a lot of potential damage. Because Komi's combo is an insta-kill combo. Ross ult can kill Komi, though. So both contestants gotta be very careful. Buys him Obsidian Shard, so if he goes for defense, he's screwed. Confirms red buff. Komi's gonna check it out. Notices that red's gone. Gonna back. Has a tier 2 item that you can buy. Goes back, buys a restored artifact, and now presses on. Swamp with a war. right there. Pressuring speed. Both hit level 20. Swamp looking for an ult. Misses the ult! Gets hit by the one though. Dragons don't fully connect, but they dealt their damage. 2-in-1 combo misses. Blinks past the one. He's too fast. Gets hit by the one. Gets confirmed by the one. 2-in-1 combo. Secures the kill. And with Polly, he can now pressure out these towers. Confirms the wave. Polly. Miss. Oh, no, he got the Polly proc. Confirms tier 1 tower relatively fast. Now he's putting pressure on the Phoenix.
The time has not yet come.
Goes back. Buys a... Is this going to be a Gem of Focus? No, he does not have enough for it. Buys a Tahuti into a Calamitous Rod. Swamp with a 500 potion pot on him. Komi. Gets confirmed by the ult. This might be death. Pushes away. Confirms with one. Confirms with a two. It's a fucking knockout. Komi by the skin of his teeth. That was a successful ult, but just wasn't enough. And this is where Yu Huang's late game shines. Even if you Aegises the dragons, it still displaces you. If you just beat the dragons, it will chunk you for just 900 damage. Not the full ultimate combo either. The full ultimate is when you get confirmed by both dragons, where it pushes you into a certain spot. However, Yu Huang's late game, it's nothing to just brush off. It's a scary late game. Swamp wanting it too much. Buys a Gem of Focus. Gains 15% more power when he uses abilities. That stacks up to 3 times, by the way. And can potentially gain 50% more movement speed. Picks up blue. Swamp going for red. Grabs the red. It's enhanced red too. Swamp now only has beads. If he gets hit by that ult, he is confirmed dead. Gold, now it doesn't matter. We're looking at 3k pops now. And that's it. Yeah, it has blue buff. Swamp with red buff. Komi's looking for it. Barely. Swamp looking for an ult. Swamp hears him out. Komi sees him. Confirms with the combo. Has to beats. Misses for the ult. Uses the one on the wave. Has to go back. Komi now has no ult, but one combo can kill right now. One combo can kill. Is attacking the wave. Komi should just throw the 2s out, just wildly, because if you have Yu Huang's passive at health, sorry, not health, half, the ult has so much more wider radius. Swamp looking in to poke. Swamp has ult. Swamp can kill with the ult. Komi's gotta be careful. Komi does not want to turn his back on this Ra, for if he does, he may get hit by the ult, but it doesn't confirm. The one is used. Aegis used. Dragons used. The one is just too much for the Ra, and the Yu Huang secures the kill. 3 and 5. The game is still going on. Swamp now switching out for a Mirrodin. Sells Obsidian Shard for a Poly. Going in. Polyproc. Just too much damage. Just too much damage. Goes back to base. Buys a... Upgrades Blink. Buys a 3k Power Pop. Confirms the 3k Power Pop. Swamp. Buys a 500 Potion Pop. This is now the end-all be-all. Whoever gets this next kill, I fear that a Phoenix and potentially game will be going down. Komi has now established himself with a prominent lead. Gold may not be in his favor, but with the selling of 2 items, it is now in his favor. Swamp, confirming red. Komi gonna check it out. Komi notices that red's gone. Goes back to base. Buys a 500 potion pop. Confirms the 500 potion pop. Swamp. Might make a Hail Mary. Was checking out Bull Demon King just in case, because he hasn't seen him. Komi. Waiting. Lurking. Waiting for an opportunity. His opportunity may be met. Going for the flank. He goes around. Gotta watch out for that fire damage. Oh! Yeah, that's Yu Huang's damage. That's just Yu Huang's damage. I'm not even surprised about that. That's just Yu Huang's damage right there. Yu Huang's ult into a poly proc, and that was just it. He vanished, just like that. Yu Huang's ult can just mess you up. It really can. I've done this a lot in rank. I know how powerful this character is. While he can play as a boring character, he is not at all a weak character. He is a dominant character. Wants to get that Phoenix so bad, but he knows that Ra has a lot of movement speed. In order for Komi to get that Phoenix, he has to take it out in the middle of the map. Swamp. Lurking. Komi sees Swamp. Komi lurking around. Confirms the 1. Goes up into the air. Ult. Misses the ult. Let's go ahead and be in Swamp's perspective.
Step into salvation.
Swamp. Ooh, nice try. Swamp respecting. He wants to give Komi enough room, but not enough room. He wants to give himself just that opportunity. Successfully backs. Both ultimates are down. However, Aegis is used, and Swamp's bees are about to spawn. This is Swamp's favor. Komi now back in the lane. He has Blink ready. He can do something. Minions being pushed up. Komi now on the aggression. Oh, very close. Passive should be online for Yu Huang to have that bigger ult. Hits the 1, hits the 2, hits the ult, confirms the kill. Komi back in the game. And I fear that this might be the end for the Phoenix. The Phoenix may not be going down by his hands right now. However, it will be going down by the hands of Polly in the few short seconds. Yep, there you go. With 20 seconds left on Swamp. Will he commit? Yes. He can only do a few basics and a few abilities. He has to respect the damage. Titan at half health. Returns to base successfully. Coming with 5,000 gold in hand. What will he buy? He will buy a double damage pot. Has fire mains ready. Takes out speed buff. Goes for the blue buff. Sells a poly. Buys a Chronos pendant. Tries to get an ult out. Respect the play. Respect the play. Swamps, ult. Now only down by 25 seconds. Komi, go in. Komi has to worry about his health pool. He's not near Fountain at all. The best poke that Ra can do confirmedly is that Solar Blessing. Ra, having to worry about his Titan. One ult, one combo can kill the Titan. Komi going in. Titan heals up. Titan heals up. Titan takes half damage. Titan goes back to half damage. Ult. Misses out on the ult. Gets hit by the one. Titan. Titan dying. Titan dying. That is it. The game goes in Komi's favor. Round 2 begins now. Holy shit, what a back and forth game that was. What a back and forth game. That game was...